Coach Tommy Tuberville takes the field with his Tigers. And as I said, there's a lot of excitement here in Auburn, Alabama, and for their faithful. And there's a reason for that. In the preseason polls, the news media said the Tigers will win the West of the SEC and also capture the Southeastern Conference Championship.
Bring it here to school. I said, you don't think the guys would make fun of it? He said, they might.
Screen pass to Lester, and he's loose. Tigers.
There they are right back there. They're just not going to be able to hang in there if Washington State can't get it going on offense.
Here's Kenny Irons. Cuts it back against the grain, and he's open. Hang on. 40, 30, 20, 10, 5. Touchdown Irons. 58 yards on the opening play of the second half. David Tealback takes it to the right side at the 5. Cuts back in, and he will score. Lester from 12 yards, and Ben Grubbs. The guy goes to the right side. Touchdown, Carl Stewart. Sweet violin music.
Knoxville, Tennessee. Our college football primetime action as the number 23 Volunteers of Tennessee hosting a top 10 club, the 9th-ranked Bears of California, as our college football kickoff weekend continues here on ESPN. So far that we've seen in the opening weekend. Ainge, off play action, rolls and throws, and he's got his man, and it's a touchdown, Tennessee. Chris Brown, the tight end, from 12 yards away. Brilliant
That's
career.
the way the legend of Peyton Manning started around here.
First down, and then some might be a touchdown. Robert Meacham, touchdown, Tennessee.
Hard guy to bring down.
Ainge comes up throwing, and he's got a man who broke a tackle. Robert Meacham again. Meacham, one man to beat, who might have an angle. Cuts inside the 20. He is gone. Touchdown. The backfield. And Ainge going deep down the middle's got his man, and he's gone. Jason Swain, touchdown. Bob Greasy, Paul McGuire, and Bonnie Bernstein. I'm Brad Nessler. Nice to have you along with us here in Knoxville, where the Vols have their best starting field position, and they might have another touchdown. Ontario Hardesty is gone. He's in. Breaking tackles down the sideline. And Tennessee coming off the field with a big win for Phil Fulmer. 35-11 the final. For Bob Greasy, Paul McGuire, Bonnie Bernstein, Brad Nessler saying so long. This is a presentation of ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports.
We're at Razorback Stadium where 72,000 plus will see one of the most anticipated games in this city's rich football history. The number 3 Southern California Trojans against the Razorbacks of Arkansas. Gable on the toss, the old student body right, and he's in for the touchdown. The first of his career, it won't be the last. Johnson, quick strike over the middle to the goal line. No signal yet. Now there is. Touchdown.
And Booty's able to deliver the football to him.
Booty for the end zone. Touchdown. Patrick Turner beat double coverage and a great throw. Blitz coming. Booty for the end zone. Touchdown, Davis. Straight up the middle, Emmanuel Moody. And the freshman gets a touchdown. His first job, a graduate assistant at Arkansas. He has certainly gone on to reach the heights of his profession. The final again, USC 50-14 over Arkansas. College football is all about emotion and tradition. And Florida State against Miami has all you could ask for. Add the Orange Bowl as the backdrop. And the fact that one of these teams could see its national championship hopes evaporate on opening night. And you have college football at its best. Welcome to ESPN Full Circle's College Football, presented by Dish Network. Tonight, it's number 11 Florida State at number 12 Miami. Jones breaks a tackle, dives, touchdown.
Where all the Miami fans are before the clock ran out, no fans on the
Surratt, the fullback, touchdown. And he's got it. Underneath, too high. Intercepted. Picked off by Michael Ray Garvin on an overthrow, and that's it. But lost in the top 10 this week.
How about this defense? Loses 4 guys drafted in the first round of the NFL draft and comes out and puts out a performance like this tonight.
Mickey Andrews with his fist in the air, and he deserves it.
Welcome to ESPN's Saturday Night Football, presented by Southwest Airlines. Here at Texas Memorial Stadium, it's the #1 Ohio State Buckeyes versus the #2 Texas Longhorns. For 1 year, fans of both these schools have waited for the rematch. And the game in Columbus last year was a classic. We should be so fortunate to have one just like that here tonight. The defending national champions ready to pour out onto the field. Even though they are second behind Ohio State, folks, they are the favorites because they're playing at home. Given the old ball coach fits in that one down south. Smith roll in the pocket. Conley fires touchdown to the corner of the end zone down there. It was a beautiful throw, tremendously. Understand the offense. Rolls pocket right, backside throws. Got it. Touchdown, Texas. Colt McCoy hits Billy Pittman, and they're an extra point away from a tie. Throwing deep, Ginn runs it in, touchdown, Ted Ginn. And he beat Ross. 1st and 10. Picked off. Laurinaitis, who's had a monster night for the Buckeyes, with the interception, and they're within striking distance again. Deontay Johnson, the fullback, trying to drop the hammer. For the end zone, they want the signal. Nothing yet.
On the carry.
Touchdown, Antonio Pittman. All I can say, folks, is that Ohio State came to Austin and messed with Texas. And there's a handshake. Let's go to Lisa.
Brady Quinn, Travis Thomas, Tom Zibikowski leading the way, and here come the Irish. Of Penn State. Their coach of 41 years, Joe Paterno. Samardzija. Fake to Walker. Quinn's pass. Samardzija with an acrobatic catch as he goes up top for his first touchdown reception of the season.
There's 2 inside linebackers there watching for that.
So he's going to go to the air. And the touchdown. McKnight came wide open. Touchdown, Notre Dame. Morelli with an option. Nowhere to go. Lost it. Picked up.
Bad decision.
Zibikowski with another score. Travis Thomas, the converted tailback, dislodged the ball from Morelli, and the ever-present, the ubiquitous Tom Zibikowski hauls it in for the score.
This team is going to be a pretty good team.
Well, I think he does too.
Yeah.
I think he does too. Just young.
Yeah, they got some talent.
Screen pass, Walker. Touchdown.
Well, that'll do it.
An impressive victory today for the Irish as Joe Paterno heads to midfield. And a smile for Charlie Weiss.
Memorial Stadium in Norman, Oklahoma. Their 15th ranked Sooners take the field as they'll get set
to do battle with the Washington Huskies of the Pac-10.
Out of his shell. He was a nice young man.
Here's Kenny James straight up the middle in a big opening. He's still on his feet, and he might take it. James inside the 30. Washington on the first snap has got a touchdown. 54 yards on the opening play of the ball game. Thompson to the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma. And it's Malcolm Kelly.
In open space.
Now the throw down the sideline. Kelly. Touchdown, Oklahoma. His second of the day. Yards to the 17. First down, Sooners. Peterson outside. Peterson, touchdown, Oklahoma. Second and goal. Touchdown, Oklahoma. So Adrian's got his 7-20 is the final. So Ty Willingham goes to 1-1. Bob Stoops goes to 2-0. That's going to do it. Once again, final score. 15th ranked Oklahoma, 37-20 winners. Papa John's Cardinal Stadium in Louisville, Kentucky, the number 12 team in the land, all set to take the field against the 17th ranked Hurricanes of Miami. They've won 13 in a row, 17 of their last 18 right here. .44-yard line. Play action. Brom, deep middle's got a man, and it's Urrutia in the open. Urrutia with a stiff arm, touchdown. At the 4-yard line. Touchdown. Colby Smith. Position for the Cardinals with a 10-point lead. They're going to let Cantwell throw it. And he zips it downfield, and he's got Harry Douglas all the way inside the 5. Second and goal. Smith again, left side, and he's in. Touchdown. At the 39-yard line. Cantwell going to swing it out to Stripling. He got a block. He got a crease. I don't think they'll get him. Down the sideline. Touchdown. Train just pulled into the depot in Louisville. What a game and what a win. And what a way to put your program on the map.
As Auburn weaves its way through the famed Tiger Walk, it has but one thought on its mind: early supremacy in the SEC West. For the LSU Tigers, it's the ultimate road test, which can jumpstart a season of so much promise. It's a September Tiger Showdown with so much at stake. LSU, Auburn, the Home Depot SEC on CBS. From 26 off the left hash. Vaughn, the punch. Oh, come on!
Are you kidding me?
Good snap, good hold. The kick is away. Got it. Perfect. From 42. Third down and goal. Crowd is wild in a frenzy. Quarterback keep. Touchdown.
It's wide to keep him inside the tackles.
Russell shotgun. Clock runs dry to the end zone. Clock. Time runs dry. Auburn wins.
Inside Notre Dame Stadium, two ranked teams with proud traditions matched up on a warm afternoon in northern Indiana. It doesn't get much better. 11th ranked Michigan and second ranked Notre Dame. And at the far end of the stadium, coming out of the tunnel and ready to make their appearance. Number 9, Tom Zbikowski. Number 10, Brady Quinn leading the way. The victory march sounds, and here come the Irish. Go with the victors sounding through Notre Dame Stadium. The Wolverines of Michigan make their appearance. For the Irish. Play action fake. Brady Quinn with time. Through the hands, intercepted. Picked off for an easy touchdown for Prescott Burgess of Michigan.
First turnover of the year. First 2 years as a starter, better than Quinn. Oh, wide open.
Wide open down the field. That's Manningham. He got behind the defense. There's one of those guys coming free.
Oh, yeah.
And Ambrose Wooden could only play catch-up. It'll be a touchdown, Michigan. Henney for the end zone. Caught for the touchdown by Manningham. Half minutes. Henney for the end zone. Caught for a touchdown. Mario Manningham's third of the first half.
Wow.
Out of his hand, and he falls on it. And then it's taken away and picked up by Michigan. Lamar Woodley.
He's running out of gas.
Touchdown. He didn't run out soon enough. It was all Michigan, and I mean all Michigan, as they dominate Brady Quinn and the Irish in every way possible today. Total domination.
There are few scenes to equal Neyland Stadium in Knoxville on a football Saturday night. That especially true when the hated Florida Gators come to town. First down. Leak has it, pulls back, fires left side, caught! Out of bounds, touchdown! Good job of officiating. Jamel Cornelius. Florida leading 7-3. Here's the reverse, and they set up the pass. Oh, they've got a man wide open. Lucas Taylor in the corner. Touchdown! There's a flag. Fullback. Hardesty gets it. Touchdown, Tennessee. Bristler, Leak under pressure. Touchdown! Catch is made by Dallas Baker. Play fake, Leak pulls up, got a man wide open. A defender slips, and Dallas Baker has a touchdown. Florida's bringing 4. Ainge intercepted, picked off at the 23-yard line. It's Reggie Nelson, number 1. What do you think?
I think he's got it. But it's only going to get bigger, and he's going to enjoy it, because that's why. When you win big games, you get more big games to play.
Welcome to the top 20 battle between the Big 12's Oklahoma Sooners and the Pac-10's Oregon Ducks. In for the Sooners. And inside Stewart, touchdown Oregon. Another broken tackle from 2 yards out. Shifts. Thompson to throw. Pump fake. Throwing to Kelly deep. He's got it. Touchdown Oklahoma. Beating Walter Thurman. From the Sooner 30. Dixon to throw deep. He's got a man deep. Jason Williams. Touchdown Oregon. Peterson's got it. He's got a first down and more. High stepping touchdown. Adrian Peterson. First and 10 from the 16. Dixon steps up. He's going to run. 5.
He's got it.
10. Touchdown Oregon. Dennis Dixon from 16 yards out. Oregon shifts over there. Ball's loose. Oregon ball.
Do you believe it?
Fake to Stewart. To the end zone. Touchdown Oregon. Brian Pasinger from Dennis Dixon. Blocked! Blocked by Oregon! Oregon has beaten Oklahoma for the first time in 7 tries on a blocked field goal.
To Saturday Night Football, where Separation Saturday continues. The number 19 Nebraska Cornhuskers take on the number 4 USC Trojans.
Trojans can score on the last play of the opening quarter. John David's going to try. Touchdown, Jarrett. Going to throw for it.
Got it. Touchdown, USC. That is Steve Smith, who's a fine route runner. Showing pressure. Firing against a touchdown, Jarrett.
Of pushing a guy once he leaves your program.
Got the first down and the touchdown. Chauncey Washington.
It's a big night for John David Booty, his first career start in the Coliseum. Gets this one behind him, can learn from some things tonight and move forward.
It's only the third weekend of college football, and we already have a bowl game. Bowden Bowl 8, Bobby versus Tommy. It's also a big early season matchup in the ACC. The setting, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee, as the Clemson Tigers face the Seminoles of Florida State. First and goal from the 8. There goes Davis, touchdown! Both last week and this week. Here it comes again, another block! Picked up by the same guy, Tony Carter! And Tony Carter will score! Pump fake and go! Touchdown! Stuckey! He'll run it inside the 10-5. Touchdown, Proctor. A 20-yard run, the longest of the season for Proctor, and he comes up big time. 2 tight ends. Surratt. Touchdown. Davis. Touchdown! Allen. Throws it just as far as he can, and it's batted down. And the Clemson Tigers have done it. They have come to Tallahassee and beaten the Seminoles.
Notre Dame and Michigan State meet for the 70th time as we welcome you to Saturday Night Football, presented by Southwest Airlines. Here at Spartan Stadium in East Lansing, it is the Michigan State Spartans against the number 12 Fighting Irish of Notre Dame.
After last week,
the freshman's out of the Pittsburgh area. Stanton holds middle, fires, got it. Touchdown Spartans on their first series. Kerry Reed, the senior from Miami.
Miles an hour. It's pushing that front a little bit further to the north. Here comes the pass by Matt Clannon.
Wide open, touchdown, Michigan State. The catch by Javon Ringer. And so the young man we saw in practice. A huge drive for Quinn's confidence. Throwing to the end zone, Raymond McKnight goes up. Got it, touchdown.
stay fired up here. We need you.
Second down and 6. Intercepted. And taken to the house. Touchdown, Michigan State. Irvin Baldwin.
It's into this offense.
Charlie wants a quick pass. That flanker screen. Samardzija on first down. And Samardzija for the end zone. Touchdown, Irish. Scooped it up. Touchdown, Michigan State. Kerry Reed. Now our wins are coming in. It's at the Spartan back right now. Colquitt bust for the end zone. Touchdown, Spartans. J.U. Colquitt. A 30-yard run. And 5. Short drop, fires for it, got the first down, kept it going. Samardzija's got a block, headed for the end zone. Jeff Samardzija reaches for the end zone. Got the touchdown. He now has thrown for better than 300 yards. Going for more. Remus got it. What a great catch. Touchdown, Notre Dame. Now the question becomes, they'll kick the one here to sit on 3. Do they go to the onside kick?
Down from Michigan State.
High, intercepted. 15, 10. Touchdown, Notre Dame. Terrell Lambert, the junior from Oxnard, California, puts the Irish up by 2 with 2:53 to go. Stunned Spartan Stadium. Steps up, fires, and incomplete.
Wow. Tell you what, he avoided the sack by Abby.
What are they signaling down there? Weiss and the Irish say they've got it. Was that Lambert again? A 19-point fourth quarter and a stunned crowd here at Spartan Stadium.
And he's right. There's the handoff. Pittman again breaks in, and he's in. Touchdown. Got a little crease and took it 12 yards. 7-3 Ohio State. Troy Smith flushed. Tim Shaw giving chase. Reverses his field. Got a block from Pittman. Going deep. Got a man in the end zone. Touchdown Ohio State. It's Robisky. .135 yards for Tony Hunt. Now it's Morelli. Lofting one. Intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. Jenkins going the other way, down the sideline. Ohio State might get a touchdown. They do. Second and 7. Morelli again throws the slant. This one's intercepted. Antonio Smith. Goodbye. Antonio Smith will coast for a touchdown. I tell you, 28-6. So the #1 team in the country, a little shaky early. That a lot to do with the Penn State defense, but in the second half, Jim Tressel's team got rolling and wins it.
Here come Houston Nutt and the Hogs. Crimson Tide of Alabama undefeated after a 10-2 season in 2005. Fake the door. Lot of time. Goes deep. Has a man open. Has to wait for it. DJ Hall tries to scoot. He's in. Alabama. 78 yards. Again the eye. They toss it to McFadden. Tries to get to the corner. Simpson chases him and can't stop him. Touchdown, Arkansas. That is DJ Hall. Here comes the blitz. John Parker Wilson in trouble. Is that a forward pass? No, it's a fumble. And it's picked up by Randy Kelly. And Kelly is scampering for the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas. In the backfield behind John Parker Wilson. And again they're coming. And there's Brown. And he's got the touchdown. Alabama. Keith Brown cuts inside, makes the grab, 14 yards. Tiffin missed 2.
Watch the screen in this situation.
Here's Mustaine. He's going deep in the corner. Up in the air, intercepted. Picked off by Lionel Mitchell. He's still running free.
That could have ended if he took it all the way for 2 points. That ends it. Lionel Mitchell, who made the tackle, Vern, on the water bucket play, made a conventional play right there.
P.J. Fitzgerald will hold. Lee Tiffin for the win. No! Play fake. Man wide open. Touchdown. Nick Walker, the tight end. Oh, my gosh. How in the world?
Missed it right.
That's 4 kicks today, wide right. Rush 3 and drop 8. In the corner. It's caught. Touchdown. Springdale, freshman to Springdale. Mustaine to Cleveland. Jacob Skinner will hold it. The kick is up. Arkansas wins. Cleveland with the catch. Lee Tiffin with a nightmarish day.
One of college football's most dramatic entrances, 2001, brings the Gamecocks into Williams-Brice Stadium for this collision with the number 2 ranked Auburn Tigers. Irons in the I formation. Tommy Trott in motion. Irons gets it and fights to the end zone. No signal yet. Now a very late touchdown signal on the far side of the field. Jasper Brinkley shaking his head. Play action. Cox flips it short. It's caught by Tommy Trott, and the tight end just trots into the end zone for an Auburn touchdown. Newton flips it near side into the end zone. Touchdown, Kenny McKinley. In there for the Tigers. Irons gets the call. Dives, reaches over. They signal touchdown. So he broke the plane with the football in the air before he let it go. On 2nd and 12, Newton fires over the middle, wide open for a touchdown. Jared Cook, the tight end. Obvious two. Pressure up the middle, locked it in the end zone, jump ball, incomplete. That time there were 2 defenders in the neighborhood of Sidney Rice. A gallant effort for Savell Newton. He is our player of the game, the quarterback for the Gamecocks. It ends in disappointment.
A packed Lane Stadium in Blacksburg, Virginia. This afternoon, a huge game in the ACC as our ESPN College Football, presented by Best Buy, brings you a matchup in the Atlantic Coast Conference that has this whole stadium rocking. The Burnt Orange, the Chicago Maroon, 66,000 plus waiting for that man and his team. And they almost never lose at home or in the month of September. They're one of 18 remaining undefeated teams in the country. The 4-0 Hokies of Virginia Tech. Oh, are they ready in Blacksburg? And here they come. Backfield. Ball's going to throw a fade to Johnson in the corner. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. Here on their 3rd down conversions. Reggie Ball, play action to Choice, jump pass, got it to Calvin Johnson. Johnson inside the 40, he might be gone. Johnson 20, down the sideline, they're not going to get him. Touchdown, Georgia Tech, 2nd of the day for number 21. Toss to Shard Choice, straight up the middle, touchdown. 5-yard run, it is 20-0, Georgia Tech. Scott is on him. That's where they're looking, and he's hit from behind, and it's a fumble. Georgia Tech scoops it up. Down the sideline is Gary Guyton with a convoy. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. At the 10. Choice found an opening. Dropped the ball and then scooped it for a touchdown. Tashard Choice lost it at about the 1 as he was dragging a would-be tackler, and he took it on the hop, and he scored for the 2nd time today.
Undefeated, ranked 5th in the country. Here come the Florida Gators. Celebrating their 100th year of football and playing today in throwback jerseys from the 60s. In Alabama last year, and the Crimson Tide gave Florida a thumping 31-3. Urban Meyer has challenged the fans to equal the noise level here that he and his team heard in Bryant-Denny a year ago. And taking their time, here comes Mike Shula and the Crimson Tide of Alabama. Out of the spread, Leak wasn't ready for it. This one is picked up, and here goes Prince Hall. No flags, touchdown Alabama. Oh my! Touchdown, Florida. Quick flip out to Caldwell. Reverses direction to the 5. Touchdown, Florida. 10. Leak goes in the corner, one-on-one. Touchdown, Dallas Baker. Field jumping up and down. Here's John Parker Wilson. That's going to be picked off. Reggie Nelson, he could go a long way. Reggie Nelson flies down the sidelines. John Parker Wilson misses him. Touchdown, Florida. And the Florida Gators get their revenge. Hard-earned.
There's a great deal of excitement in the Palouse tonight as Washington State is hoping for their first upset of a ranked team in nearly 3 years. Martin Stadium is going to be filled to capacity. A perfect night for football. Washington State hosting the number 2 team in the country, the Trojans of USC. Booty goes in the end zone. Touchdown, USC. Chris McFoy.
Be able to put it on the line.
Close to the goal line. Washington, I should say. Touchdown, USC. Extra wide for USC, but instead he goes deep in the end zone. Touchdown, Jason Hill. The Trojans on 2nd and 6 from the 7. Booty over the middle. Touchdown, USC, Steve Smith. Is equal now. Booty looking for Smith, finding Smith. Touchdown, Smith. Tardy's in the backfield. Here comes the pressure. They get it out to Tardy. He's got some room for the pylon. Do they call it? Do they call it? Touchdown, Washington State. To the right. 3-man rush. Break looking. Throws. Ball. Intercepted USC. They win the ball game. Taylor Mays, the true freshman, his first collegiate interception. USC will walk out of Pullman with a 28-22 win.
You are looking live at the largest crowd to ever watch a sporting event in the state of Iowa. And for the Hawkeyes and their faithful, this tonight is their field of dreams. Welcome to Saturday Night Football, presented by Southwest Airlines, here at Kinnick Stadium in Iowa City. It's the number 13 Iowa Hawkeyes and the number 1 Ohio State Buckeyes.
Got it, touchdown. The Buckeyes spread the field, and Anthony Gonzalez with the first touchdown of the evening. He got him down here. Touchdown. That was pretty easy, wasn't it? Antonio Pittman. He's thrown one interception already. Comes back, and here's Sim. Breaks away. 5-goal line, and it is Albert Young, who had come in to replace Sims. A safety and get the middle. This time they go back outside for the score, but it was 4 wide again. Touchdown, and Roy Hall back from the injury list. First down and 10. Oh, beautiful. Wide open in the middle. Gonzalez maintains his balance. Don't give up too much. Toward the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. Are you kidding me?
Do they have a couple weapons on that football team?
Alabama. 4th down and 9. End zone. Beautiful. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Brian Robisky, who cut the rope. Disappointment at Iowa City, but a reminder, we've got more exciting action coming your way next Saturday.
The Cotton Bowl in Dallas, half in burnt orange, half in crimson and cream. ESPN's college football on ABC. It's the Red River rivalry between Texas and Oklahoma.
Of the Longhorn drive. They'll keep it on the ground. Salvin Young, the cutback inside the 10. Touchdown! Longhorns!
Ball League has watched him very closely since his freshman year. Here he comes again. There he goes. Breaking tackles. Peterson inside the 10. Diving. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Oh, boy.
Looking like they're going to bring everybody.
Here they come.
Blitz. The fade to Swede. He got separation. Touchdown, Texas. 3rd and goal. They're looking that way. To the corner. Touchdown, Texas. Jordan Shipley. Trying to swing it out to Adrian Peterson. Better be careful. That might be a lateral. If it is, it's a Texas touchdown. The referee says yes. Aaron Ross. A little bit tough. Colt McCoy. The growing up of a quarterback happened right here at the Cotton Bowl.
The Arkansas Razorbacks against number 2 ranked Auburn. The Home Depot SEC on CBS. The time is now for number 2 ranked Auburn as they take the field arm in arm with head coach Tommy Tuberville. And the time is now for Arkansas, fresh off the overtime win against Alabama. Win over Alabama. Hey, Auburn still beat up after that LSU game. Quick pass, sideline, caught it! Oh, baby, see you later! Touchdown, Marcus Monk. Audibilizing at the line of scrimmage, steps up in the pocket, throws over the middle, touchdown! Rodriguez Smith, a beautiful catch for 6. Behind Kenny Irons. Boy, he hits that hole. Upfield he goes, watch out! McFadden at the 25, 15, 5, touchdown!
I just had a feeling they were going to feed the big man.
They send Jackson in motion. The pitch comes outside and dancing in for 6, Arkansas. Felix Jones.
Something not many people do. Come into Auburn, Alabama, and leave with a smile on your face.
Houston Nutt and the Razorbacks of Arkansas on the road. They beat number 2 Auburn 27-10.
Homecoming at the University of Florida. More than 90,000 will make their way inside Van Hill Griffin Stadium as the undefeated Florida Gators take on the once defeated LSU Tigers in a battle of 2 top 10 teams. To take the field, the Gators. Weston Vincent is the deep back. They've got a quartet. Here's Russell, lobs it out, caught, touchdown, Jacob Hester. Here's Wilbur. Yeah. Jesse Daniels pulled up. He might have had a chance. There's a muff, and it's picked. Oh, it's dropped. James Smith, the center, and the ball is still loose. Who got it? Florida got it. Straight up the middle. Touchdown. Delayed reaction, but Tebow got in. Oh, jump pass. How about that? Oh, my gosh. That looks like 1955. Holy cow. Passes. Tebow's in there now. Oh, look at this. Goes deep. How about that? Touchdown. Lewis Murphy. With time, hit from behind as he lets it go, tipped in the end zone, intercepted. Tony Joyner takes a knee. He was very, very, very close to coming out of the end zone. That's it.
You are looking live at California's Memorial Stadium. It's the kind of evening sprinters love to strut their stuff. Let the scoreboard lights start to dance, folks, Pac-10 style, as we welcome you to Saturday Night Football, presented by Southwest Airlines. Here at California Memorial Stadium, it's the number 11 Oregon Ducks and the number 16 California Golden Bears.
Making a goal line stand. Wide open. Touchdown, California. Goes to the tight end, Craig Stevens. Deep middle, wide open. Touchdown, Deshaun Jackson. Wonderful field position. And there was a Bear on top of Knowles. Here's Jackson dancing at the 35, trying to get a block on that side. Cuts back, looking for daylight. Got one man to beat. He explodes, end zone ahead. Touchdown, Bears. Now a late penalty flag. First down and 10. Here's the toss play now. Boy, the young backup looks good. Breaks free. Touchdown, Cal. Puts it over 60. Longshore and the Bears win a big one.
Ames for the end zone. Smith. Touchdown. Brett Smith with his second touchdown catch of the year. Mikey Henderson, who has one touchdown return this year and another one that he squandered.
Look out.
Mikey likes it.
How about the block on the punter?
85 yards. 3rd and 6. Tereshinski wants to throw out in the flat. Sutherland down. Touchdown.
Passing game tonight.
Ames with time. One more time. Wide open. Meets him. Touchdown. High snap. And it's blocked. Live ball in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. 5 penalties, 2 turnovers, a blocked punt, and 24 points given up in the second half for Georgia. Everything had just come apart at the seams. There goes Thomas Brown. Look out! Look at this! Holy cow! 100 yards! He'll get it. Flag is down as Foster dives into the end zone. And that was to the hated Steve Spurrier when he was in Florida. Foster to the outside, dives for the goal line, touchdown.
Oh, and boy, it's great to come on the road and get a win like this for Philip Fulmer in Tennessee. Great poise.
It's a huge win for Tennessee. Hats off to the Vols who came in here, were dominated physically in the first half. Found a way to get a late score and then came back in the second half and just turned everything around.
And here at Beaver Stadium, it's the Michigan Wolverines and the Penn State Nittany Lions.
Of the Wolverine formation.
He releases and he looks middle, goes, touchdown, Wolverines! Arrington.
Here's Hart for an easy touchdown. And folks, let me say it right now. It's not a 2-team race for number 2 in the country. It's a 3-team race. Need 6 to stay alive.
No chance.
Michigan wins it.
No chance.
Michigan.
I think Ohio State, Michigan, 1A and 1B.
There you go.
I'm telling you now.
There you go. That's November 18th. I have Ohio State, Michigan 1 and 2.
So our final score, 17-10. Michigan stays unbeaten.
Leak with time, floats this one for the end zone, tipped, and Baker caught it, touchdown. Dallas Baker with his 6th touchdown catch of the year. He beat Will Height in the corner. He'll be in the shotgun, takes a snap, and there goes Tebow. 230-pound touchdown.
Wow. Eric Wilbur to kick to Dunn.
Look out! And they got him! Loose ball! Touchdown Auburn! Tristan Davis.
Fakes the win. Looking to throw.
That might be a fumble.
Yeah, they put the thing down. Picked up by Blackman. Blackman was nearly able to go the length of the field. Quentin Rhodes. Vaughn delivers this time. Hook and ladder. Picked up by Auburn, and the Auburn Tigers will win. Let the showdown begin. The kickoff is next. As the defensive line resets, he's off to the left. Zach looking in that direction, fires, got him, breaks free. Here he comes, headed for the end zone. Touchdown, Purify. 3rd down and 5. They're going to throw for it again. Touchdown, and that time there was daylight and Quan Cosby. Now 1st and 10. And McCoy, after the turnover, going to go deep, see if he can take it home to Swede. Got it! Touchdown, Texas! Right after the turnover, with the wind at their back, the horns strike. And that'll be the Giants and the Cowboys. And here it is, the tough runner now. Brandon Jackson breaking free toward the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska! You can forget about the running back rotation in Lincoln, folks. The toss play to Lucky. He's going to throw. Got a receiver wide open. Touchdown, Swift. Nebraska leads it. Right through.
Great job by that young man to step up and do that.
Ryan Bailey.
They're just rushing through.
Stepping up, firing for the end zone now. Jump ball, here it comes. On the ground, game over. Texas still alive in its pursuit of defending a national championship.
And for the first time since 1939, and only the 2nd time ever, the Clemson Tigers come out wearing all purple. They will rub the rock and come down the hill. And the odd thing about this tradition is that Frank Howard's first thought was to throw the rock away. He got tired of keeping it in his office. And then he decided he would try to fire up the troops in the mid-60s. And they've been rubbing it for the last 40 years. Clemson is coming up. They'll be back after this. Power formation. Davis shakes a tackle. Touchdown.
Boy, how about this kid's toughness?
And he's doing it against a really good rush defense. Spiller, what a cut. Good night. Find some gaps in the running game with this. Proctor under pressure out in the flat. Spiller makes a move, needs to get the first down. There we go. Spiller, 50 yards. Are you kidding me? 2nd and goal. Here goes Davis. Student body right. Touchdown.
The Clemson Tigers with a huge win over Georgia Tech. Let's go to Holly.
Well, guys, it's the first time in school history, two bats, one went over 200, the other over 100. Who's Thunder and who's Lightning?
I'm Thunder, he's Lightning. Lightning faster than Thunder.
Kyocera College Football Saturday, where today the USC Trojans, ranked number 3 in the land, do battle with the hometown Oregon State Beavers. Both teams. Moore going to roll out, look to throw it. Now he's going to take it in. Touchdown Beavers. Football season and carry the ball for the Trojans. Not a small guy at 220. He gets the call again, and he's in, I believe. Touchdown Trojans. That's one. First down and goal at the 8-yard line. Straight back Moore with time. Throws end zone. Caught! Touchdown! Joe Newton, the tight end. Again, last time they kicked it short. Strotter is dangerous. Now this is a returnable punt. Strotter will handle at the 30-yard line. Right back up the middle. There he goes. 45 midfield. He's got one man to beat. He's gone. Forget about it. Sammy Strotter. Touchdown.
If they weren't feeling it before, they're feeling it now.
Booty short drop. Throws over the middle. Got a man open. Smith. Touchdown. Booty this time goes for Smith. He's got it. Touchdown. With 7 seconds remaining, Jarrett left. They need the 2-point conversion. They go this time. It's knocked down. It's knocked down, and the Beavers are going to win it.
If anybody deserves this, he deserves this. What a great boost for his program, and that's going to be that.
And here come the fans. And why not? They haven't had an opportunity to celebrate like this. They have beaten this USC team now for only the 3rd time in 39 years.
And 84,000 are ready to welcome them, and here comes Florida. And here come the Bulldogs. That was Harvin again. Here's a reverse. They come right. This is Andre Caldwell. Gets a block at the goal line. Got it. Touchdown, Gators. Dallas Baker provided the block. Leak goes deep. Caldwell wide open. At the 5. He's in for the score. Second touchdown today. Georgia has a first down now. The handoff, there's a fumble. That one is loose, and the Gators pick it up, and it is touchdown, Florida, Ray McDonald.
Loss. They run the table. They're going to be standing up and say, we deserve to play for the national championship. Georgia is going to make a strong argument. Excuse me, Florida's going to make a very strong argument about it.
At Boone Pickens Stadium in Stillwater, as number 20 Nebraska comes for a visit to take on the Oklahoma State Cowboys. ESPN College Football presented by Best Buy. The Big 12 North just got a shakeup. Nebraska at this moment has first place by itself because Missouri just lost to Oklahoma 26-10. Oklahoma State at the bottom of the South, but still they can achieve their preseason goal with 2 more victories of becoming bowl eligible.
School history, and has missed only one of his first 6 passes today.
Open into the secondary and into the end zone. Brandon Jackson has his second touchdown for the Cornhuskers.
Pickup of 6. Antrell Savage,
Left side, and there's room there. Savage, touchdown.
Well, that's just a great play call right there by Mike Gundy. Behind Nebraska in the North Division.
On 3rd and 2, Taylor throwing way back across, and Purified tiptoeing up the sideline for the touchdown.
Goes in motion, the snap with 22 seconds.
And Reed going deep. Bowman! Darius Bowman! Touchdown! One play, 45 yards for Oklahoma State.
DeAndre Jones called to on Thursday night.
Savage, who has one touchdown run, has another. PAT, the 8-minute mark. Again to give to Crossland, who powers through for the Cowboy touchdown. Yards. Fumbles. It rolls right to Nathan Peterson, who's going to bring it back for a touchdown. Don't even have to snap it. It's all over in Stillwater. Oklahoma State defeats number 20 Nebraska 41-29.
On the visiting sideline by the tunnel, where it's important to cheer for Texas Tech, but even more important to jeer Texas.
Stay in this ball game.
From the 18, 1st and 10. Dump it off to Woods. He gets a block, looks inside of the 10, 5, touchdown, Texas Tech. From the gun. Here comes Texas with a bunch of white jerseys into the flat. Touchdown, Texas Tech. McCoy, pressure again, intercepted. Could be 7 for Tech, and it is. To the right. McCoy keeps it. Great fake. Has a man wide open. Touchdown, Texas. Jordan Shipley.
Offense right here before the half.
2:22 and a half. McCoy's going for the big tater. Swedes got him. Touchdown, Texas. Here comes Texas. They bring 5. Harold reads it. Going deep into the end zone. Has Hicks. Caught! Touchdown. Young. Up over the top. Touchdown. McCoy throws. Caught. This will be 6 for Texas. Well, they're saying he didn't get it. And I think Texas may have stopped him.
No.
Nope, not even close. Texas is held with 4:24 to play. And they're going to win it 35-31. 20 straight Big 12 victories for Texas. 13 straight Big 12 wins on the road.
16 yards to go for first down. And feeling some heat this time. Throws it, it's caught, and it's Burks at the 5. He'll take it in. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Tony Burks. Seems to give this defense a spark. Here's a 3rd down and 8. Hennig fires, and it's picked up. This is Dukes. Back the other way. Touchdown, Alabama. Jeffrey Dukes. That's a tough formation to cover. 7th play of the drive. And he throws it in the end zone. Touchdown, Jamale Smith. Beautiful throw. That means that they're in zone coverage. Wilson throws, and that ball is picked off. Back the other way is Quentin Culberson. Culberson down the far sideline. Prince is in the end zone. Big play by the Bulldog defense. The Mississippi State Bulldogs, as Sylvester Croom avoids the bath. He still can move. And he's going to come to the middle of the field and shake hands with Mike Shula. And what a huge victory for the Bulldogs this afternoon here in Tuscaloosa. Screen pass, right side. We welcome you to the Home Depot SEC on CBS. A couple of hours ago, thousands gathered to greet Philip Fulmer and the Tennessee Volunteers. Inside Neyland Stadium, LSU fans were waiting. For the 69th consecutive game, more than 100,000 inside Neyland for this SEC game, West and East, featuring LSU
and the Volunteers of Tennessee. Time for one of those wonderful traditions on Saturday afternoon. The parting of the tee and the arrival of the Volunteers.
Less than 100% against this defense.
Play fake, Russell pumps, goes deep in the end zone, wide open. LSU touchdown, Craig Davis. Oh, it was a frozen rope.
Yeah, see?
Allowed for the year. Play fake, Crumpton deep. He's got a man open. It's caught. It's a touchdown by Robert Meacham. Russell overthrown, intercepted, and there's a chance for the touchdown now for Demetrius Morley. And he got it. Wides, Russell back. Inside cut. Bow for the touchdown for LSU. And with the freshman from Lafayette, Louisiana. Toss. Williams heading to the corner, has a chance to score, and does. Tennessee flag in the eye of the Tiger at midfield. Crompton deep, got a man. It's caught. Robert Meacham for the touchdown. Appears they'll bring four. They do. Russell back into the end zone. It's caught. Early Doucette touchdown. Final play. Think about this as Crompton goes back. He'll run it. Pull up, being chased. And drops it. That will be recovered by Tennessee. On the first offensive play of this half, Jamarcus Russell threw a duck. And it was intercepted by Demetrius Morley, returned for a touchdown, came back and led them to a victory.
The Death Valley at Clemson University. They have touched Howard's Rock, and the Clemson Tigers getting ready to take on the field to play Maryland. The Tigers trying to ease the pain of last week's humbling 24-7 loss to Virginia Tech. Hollenbach with time has a man wide open at the corner of the end zone, and he's in for the touchdown. That's Danny Okendo. And Dean calmly puts it through. His fourth field goal of the game today for the win. And Ennis wins it for the Terrapins. A terrific final drive for Maryland.
West Virginia versus number 5 Louisville. Speed on speed with precision at a premium. It's the march to Big East supremacy with possibly the national treasure in the balance. Perfection is on the line. The Mountaineers and the Cardinals. Showdown in the Ville is now.
Ain't no use in the acting. Who is you is the question. There ain't no quitting now. It's the time to get respected. You're blinded by the lights when you're rushing to the goal. But we gon' make it happen, whether rain, sleet, or snow. It's a showdown in the Ville.
They file out past the statue of Johnny Unitas. When he played here at Louisville, this wasn't even an NCAA school. The program has come a long way since then, but it's never seen a game this big. And the fans have responded to the call for a blackout. The all-black uniforms for the Louisville Cardinals. So much on the line for both of these football teams. The motivation for Louisville erased the pain of that collapse a year ago in Morgantown.
Make a throw to his receiver.
This time, handoff right at the middle. Steve Slayton headed for the end zone. Touchdown. You don't beat him in a foot race. 42 yards. Deontay Taylor, the fullback, leading the big guy. Headed for the corner. Touchdown, Cardinals. They turned up the tempo. White leading to the end zone, touchdown. That quickly, West Virginia has tied this game. Turns it over to begin this second half. Slayton slips a tackle. And now loses the football. It's scooped up. Touchdown, Louisville. Malik Jackson. Short kick, flag down, taken by Trent Guy. Trent Guy turns the corner. Guy breaks a tackle, heads for the end zone, touchdown. The end zone force another field goal attempt. Braun will throw to the end zone. It is caught for a touchdown by Arudia. Allen back deep in the I formation, gets the handoff, steps to his right, powers to the end zone, standing up. Tonight. I'll vote him 3 as well. Skeptics will say, well, they got outgained by 80 yards and survived this game on turnovers, and there is the sack they've been waiting all night for as they finally converge on White, and that'll be the final play of Louisville's biggest home game ever, and here comes the crowd from all 4 corners.
Georgia Bulldogs, a club looking for a win, in desperate need of a win against the Auburn Tigers, who come in with a 9-1 record. Lumpkin breaks it inside, touchdown Bulldogs! 8 yards, Craig Lumpkin is 5th of the year.
If you're going to run a pattern, you've got to get to that 30-yard line. Don't catch it short.
Picked off! Trey Battle will take it to the end zone, touchdown Georgia! 30 yards. Setting up the screen. Here's Lumpkin. He's trying to outrun Will Herring. He does it. Turns a corner. Touchdown. From the 9.
You're right.
There it is.
Oh.
How effective is that?
Oh. You called it, partner. You called it.
And that'll do it. And the Georgia Bulldogs will pick up the win on the road. A team that had lost 4 out of 5 games. They had turned the football over time after time. Today, it was the Bulldogs who came up with the turnovers that led to some scores. And Matthew Stafford had his best game as a Georgia Bulldog.
To take on this Florida team that is led by second-year head coach Urban Meyer. It's football in the SEC on CBS. South Carolina against Florida. The Gators take Florida field first. Gamecocks have gathered. South Carolina and its head coach, Steve Spurrier. They hand it off. Mike Davis surges toward the goal line. Touchdown, Gamecocks. 10. Leap pumps. Goes back deep. Got a man open. Underthrown, but Baker has the catch. Davis to the corner. Touchdown, South Carolina.
That's the best called drive I've seen in
South Carolina. Tebow goes left to the 5. Touchdown, Gators. It is blocked.
Moss again.
again. Jarvis Moss again. Urban Meyer is still not lost in the swamp. South Carolina still has not won in the swamp.
And welcome to College Football Primetime, presented by Applebee's. Rutgers Stadium in Piscataway, New Jersey, racing for its biggest game ever. They could have sold out a stadium twice this size. 8-0 Louisville and 8-0 Rutgers.
At the 2. Handed off to the big freshman who powers to the end zone. Touchdown. So Teal will throw on first down. Fires all the way, caught, touchdown. Tyquan Underwood.
Back to their bread and butter, which is the running game. And by throwing, that sometimes can open up those running lanes.
Jawan Spillman runs it out of the end zone for Louisville, has a crease. Beats the kicker and takes it to the house. No flags. Across the middle, touchdown. Built for the quick comeback, but they need points in a hurry. Now it's Rice. He's around the corner. Ray Rice headed to the end zone. Yes! Touchdown.
Back to Louisville.
First and goal. Rice, left side. Touchdown.
Center takes the snap, drops back. Yes! He is sacked! Yes! And the Scarlet Knights win it! There is pandemonium in Piscataway! Rutgers has knocked off number 3 Louisville, 28-25.
And welcome back to Fayetteville as the Hogs get ready to run out their final game here in Fayetteville, seeking a 9th straight win, trying to close in on the SEC West.
Hardline, Felix Jones at the top of the eye. Fade route, looking for Monk in the end zone. Made the catch. Is it a touchdown? Yes. Hogs 6, Tennessee nothing. Going to go with McFadden again at that stand-up position. He'll take the snap, run it himself. He'll score. 10-5, touchdown Arkansas. Formation with McFadden lined up directly behind the center. Gets it. He's going to pass. Got a man wide open. Touchdown Monk. His second of the night. Lines up directly behind the center. Goes straight ahead with the run. Touchdown Arkansas, McFadden.
And have put themselves in position to go to the SEC championship game.
Throws this one, just throws it away. This one's in the record books. The Arkansas Razorbacks, one step closer to Atlanta. Crowd standing and cheering as they have just won a decisive victory over the University of Tennessee. And I mean, they did it in a commanding fashion.
Stays in that backfield. 2 receivers split out, looking downfield, going deep towards the end zone. Man open! Yaman Figures! They're down a touchdown. Figures has already caught 3 for 61 yards. That's inside the 20, down to the 15, the 10, and touchdown! James Johnson! And they put 2 receivers near side. Another option throw, looking to the end zone. It is caught! Touchdown! 2 in a row. Cedric Wilson on the reception.
Well, who would have expected it? Not 2 in a row. You won't do that to me 2 times in a row.
The last 2. Johnson is in the backfield, 1st and 10. Again, Freeman looking to the end zone. Man open. Touchdown! Unbelievable! Figures again. And this Kansas State crowd, they are exploding. With a chance in great field position, 1st and 10. Looking for the touchdown immediately in the corner. Caught. They got it. Touchdown, Texas. Some excited fans here tonight as he will knee the football down. Texas can't stop it. A tremendous upset at Kansas State. Players and fans are on the field as Kansas State will beat Texas
in a stunning upset. 45-42, it is over.
Here today, we've got a heavyweight battle. Ohio State and Troy Smith against Michigan. And a spinning move, breaking free, headed for the end zone. Chris Wells, 52 yards. Second down, powering ahead. Great fake, wide open, Ginn. Touchdown, Ohio State. And it was off a beautiful fake by Troy Smith. Got his man down the sideline. Touchdown. They put it in the hands of number 16, Adrian Arrington. Emphasize in that timeout. Slant, Gonzalez, touchdown, Ohio State. That's what he wanted to emphasize. Stick it in the end zone. On the first and goal, Hart, touchdown, Michigan. Call your friends, folks. Call them right now. This one's getting real interesting. With White leading the way, breaking free again. Touchdown, Ohio State. This time, it's Antonio Pittman. The first half belonged to Chris Wells. Hart, stop, can't be stopped. Touchdown this time for Michigan, his third. He's going to fire for it. End zone. Got it. Touchdown. Goes back to Robisky. Brian Robisky. Away from the pressure, still has to throw, and does. Complete. Touchdown, Michigan. Bounce right back, and they hit Tyler Ecker. Snaps it on 2. Game over. Ohio State will play for a national championship. The Buckeyes beat their arch rival again.
Second and 17. Proctor, a pump fake and a lob, and has his man wide open. Jacoby Ford, the true freshman, and he can fly. Look at that acceleration. Touchdown, Clemson. That he's 6-1 in this rivalry. C.J. Spiller, the freshman, he can fly. Will this be another long touchdown? Yes, it will. 80 yards, touchdown, Clemson. If they don't get it in the end zone, they'll need to start thinking about using them. 20 seconds to go. There is a flag now for sure, and this is intercepted. Jock McKissick, 295 pounds. Will they catch him? They're running out of time. Touchdown. First and goal. Davis, touchdown, South Carolina. Defense has been on the field for 57 plays now. Mitchell back in, he gave it to Davis. Touchdown, what an effort at the end of the run. This is a 35-yarder. And it is good. Ryan Suckup. 39-yarder out of Chasen's hold. The kick is no good. Hook wide left. South Carolina ends its 4-game losing streak head-to-head against their in-state rival, and they do it in dramatic fashion.
53,000 plus on hand as LSU comes into Little Rock, a yard gain. Draw play, Keelan Williams gets a block, and he strolls into the end zone. Touchdown, Louisiana State.
Right there on what to do on this play.
Blitz, Russell deep, man coverage, man open. Buster Davis still on his feet. Looks for a block, heads for the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Yards back. Comes the blitz. Dick.
Oh.
Behind Monk, who makes the grab. Wow. Nifty catch. How about that? Wow. Marcus Monk, touchdown. Fought his way into the end zone. 3 wide receivers. Doucette was in the slot. Doucette gets the ball. Doucette has a touchdown.
Wow.
McFadden. Say goodbye. Darren McFadden, 80 yards, touchdown.
In this game, what a running attack for Arkansas.
Trendon Holiday, he's got great speed.
Go on.
Say goodbye, Trendon Holiday, 92 yards. Here's one, I'll raise you one. 3rd down, Felix Jones comes right, gets a couple of blocks, heads for the goal line, touchdown, Arkansas.
Play. No.
Dick, deep left, man coverage. There's a battle, and it's incomplete. There are no flags. We welcome you to the 71st playing of the Iron Bowl. The 6th time these two teams have met in Tuscaloosa. Auburn comes in 9-2, and Alabama is 6-5. 2nd down. Here's the toss to Lester. Sweep to the right side. To the 5. In for the touchdown for the Tigers. Win, he said. They need some help here, and they don't get it.
Oh, man.
Kenny Irons goes like a knife through butter.
Wow. Didn't even have to be a sharp knife on that one.
Blitz.
Wow, all-out blitz.
Stover's got it, and Stover's got an acre in which to run. Touchdown, Alabama. There is a flag back at the 38.
Probably roughing the passer, though.
DJ Hall wide to the right side. John Parker Wilson looking a different way. He's got it. That's Travis McCall, the tight end. Touchdown, Alabama. Six. He's going to bring 6. Cox in the corner. Man coverage. Receiver open. Touchdown, Auburn. Priche Rodriguez, number 15, from 22 yards out. Auburn playing with 2-man 20 yards downfield. There's the pass intercepted. Picked off by David Irons. That should do it. The booth next to us in the press box, and they left early. The disappointment for the entire athletic department at Alabama is overwhelming, and the thumbs are up for the Auburn Tigers.
And we welcome you to Rivalry Week, presented by Remington. We're at Bobby Bowden Field, Doak Campbell Stadium, the campus of Florida State University in Tallahassee. ESPN College Football on ABC, presented by Best Buy. The number 4 Gators take on the Florida State Seminoles. This is the BCS standing story. Ohio State, Michigan are done. USC plays Notre Dame tonight. Florida, yes, they still have a chance. They win today, they win next week in the conference championship, and they hope for a little help, and maybe they could get to that championship game. Set to the right side, the blitz is on. He saw it, got rid of it. 35, 40, midfield. There's nobody left. It's sunshine ahead of me. Andre Caldwell, touchdown. 66 yards.
Lost between the two.
And a 2nd down and 11 to the 40-yard line. 35-30 on the explosion at the 20-10. And a touchdown. There he is. Percy Harvin, whom we were just talking about. A 41-yard carry for the touchdown. As it is a 1st down and 10. They're looking to him again in the corner. Cars pushing, shoving. He's got it. Touchdown! They're in Florida State territory. Leaks going into the end zone with it. A lot of bumping. It is caught. Touchdown. Dallas Baker. Had to pick that ball up off the turf. Over the middle. It is blocked. Incomplete. Florida gets the football back. Ray McDonald knocking it down. Florida, their slim hopes at that BCS championship game remains alive with the 21-14 win here.
Bicycle Stadium, things are about to heat up for the Holy War between BYU and Utah.
Offset back is Curtis Brown. He'll go out in the route. Ball is up there for Harleen. Runs under it across the 10. Dives forward. Touchdown, Cougars. The Utes, that's Castile in motion. So back in the hands of the Utes, and Ratliff goes to Marquise Wilson. The speedster across the 10, and the Utes are on top. A 57-yard reception. In motion, the offset I formation. Ratliff gets it out there to Sampson, stretches it in. Touchdown, Utah. In front of him. Play pass, trying to go to Daniel Coates. And catch number 6 is a touchdown for Daniel Coates, the senior. His second touchdown of the year. Kyle Brady on the coverage, and BYU back on top. The bottom of the screen, Castile, Hernandez, and this one goes underneath the Castile. The blitz is picked up, and there goes Castile, diving forward. Touchdown, Utes! 19-yard touchdown reception. Ratliff to Castile, and Rice-Eccles Stadium is rocking.
They have McCain up on Harleen, but they have someone behind him. They have to go to the end zone.
Final play of the game, barring a penalty, all the time in the world for Beck. Can anybody get open for him? He'll roll right, lets it go, finds this guy, touchdown! Johnny Harleen comes all the way across the field. Beck finds him, and it's a touchdown, and BYU swarms the field. They win it. 5 in a row won't happen. John Beck, put it in your books, the Mountain West Conference Offensive Player of the Year, finds his senior tight end, victorious here in Salt Lake.
Beautiful day in Southern California. The storied Rose Bowl in Pasadena is the setting for USC and UCLA. Pete Carroll and the Trojans are a win away from playing for a national championship. But Carl Durrell and the Bruins aren't impressed by BCS numbers. They're looking to send Michigan or Florida to Arizona to meet Ohio State. You are looking live at the San Gabriel Mountains and the view down to the Rose Bowl where a sellout crowd is ready. We should have a dandy. Third down. They're going to roll. Cowan, he's going to cut for the end zone. Dive. Bounce toward a touchdown, UCLA. Third down and goal on the toss. Gable dives, end zone, touchdown. USC leads for the first time today. .31-yarder is good. Deflected, intercepted on the deflection. What a play by Eric McNeil, the senior backup linebacker from Carson, California. The deflection and the pick. Deep to Smith. Ricochet, the gutty little Bruins have done it. They have stunned USC.
We welcome you back to the Georgia Dome in downtown Atlanta. The Arkansas Razorbacks taking on the Gators of Florida. And first on the field from Fayetteville, the Razorbacks of Arkansas. Right behind them, led by Brandon Seiler, here come the Gators. Series. Here's the handoff. It's Chris Leak. Touchdown! No hesitation there. Oh, would there be a discussion about Michigan against Florida? Here's Leak. Got a man open. Caught. Touchdown, Gators. Percy Harvin, 37 yards. For play, McFadden in motion.
He's not 100%.
Nope. Marcus Monk, he's gotten the man beat. Touchdown, Arkansas. He throws it. He's 6 for 6 this year for 3 touchdowns.
How about that?
Inside, oh boy, it's picked off. Here goes Antoine Robinson, and he will score. Great boomer by Wilbur. Boy, oh boy, fair catch. Oh, he fumbled it. He fumbled it. Touchdown, Florida. That's what they had in mind because they called timeout.
Unbelievable mistake.
Chris Leak intercepted twice in this half. Hands it off to Harbin. He comes back. Say goodbye. There are no flags. It's a touchdown, Florida.
Double pass, double pass.
Yes, it is. Cedric Washington fires it in the end zone. Felix Jones backs up. Touchdown, Arkansas. Reverse. Right side, Andre Caldwell. He throws it. It's caught. Tate Casey for the touchdown. How about that? Championship under the old ball coach, Steve Spurrier. That was in 2000. Here's the final play of this ball game, and the Florida Gators are the 2006 Southeastern Conference champions.
It's a classic matchup between legendary college football programs. Their names alone, Nebraska and Oklahoma, evoke memories of the best the sport has to offer. They dominated the old Big 12 year after year, and now stand at the top of the conference with a championship on the line tonight. It's the 19th ranked Cornhuskers of Nebraska against the number 8 Oklahoma Sooners in the Dr. Pepper Big 12 championship game.
Sooners. Patrick. Touchdown. Behind Paul Thompson. And Thompson sets to throw.
Perfect strike. Kelly. Touchdown, 66 yards. He beat Courtney Grexby.
Kenny Wilson is the new tailback. Taylor instead throws for the end zone, and it's Keith Tiller for the touchdown.
Nice quarterback draw here, too.
Thompson sets, throws for Kelly.
Wow.
In or out of bounds. The officials looking at each other. They say touchdown.
It's the series of the game. The final score, Oklahoma beats Nebraska here in Kansas City, 21-7. Don't forget.
Well, it's a great thing that we're indoors tonight in the Georgia Dome because outside the weather is frightful. Heavy fog and mist. Inside, well, the weather is delightful and the atmosphere is absolutely off the charts. Why? It's the SEC and the ACC. Georgia against Virginia Tech in this Chick-fil-A Bowl game for 2006. Kenny Lewis back in the game at tailback. That ball is tipped. Eddie Royal can throw it because it was a backward pass. Wide open, the tight end at the 5, and touchdown, Sam Wheeler. Play action right over the middle. Milner, the tight end, touchdown. That's Milner in motion. And they run a counter. Touchdown, Greg Lumpkin. Glennon. Ball is tipped. It's intercepted. That's Tony Taylor. Touchdown, Georgia. Nope, they say he was down at the 1-foot line. And they give it to Sutherland. Touchdown, Georgia. Down. Last attempt for Virginia Tech. Stepping up, gets the ball away, incomplete. 5 seconds showing on the clock. And can you believe it? Virginia Tech, after having such a what appeared to be a firm grip on this football game at halftime. The nation's #1 defense, and in the second half, Georgia has just totally had their number. And the Georgia Bulldogs, under head coach Mark Richt, have come from behind in an improbable situation to beat a very good Hokie team.
I was so excited to see him. I haven't seen him in a while.
Rolling, throwing it back the other way. Caught for a touchdown.
Oh, you talk about
Logan Payne calls it in. One. Harrell with some play action and plenty of time. Pump fake deep. He's got a man. Touchdown. Filani. Shotgun formation. Play action. Going to the end zone. Touchdown. Robert Johnson.
Touchdown.
And it is a touchdown.
You don't know with 245 you can afford to do that.
Again, they hand off underneath. This time it's a touchdown by Woods. Shannon Woods, the sophomore from McKinney, Texas, goes into the end zone, and we've got ourselves a 4-point game. Snap is good. Kick is up.
Good.
It's on the way. Good! We're tied at 38. Oh!
What did
Harrells? Again they hand up. Schwartz! Touchdown!
Oh my God!
The Red Raiders have done it!
Tostitos Bowl Bash continues tonight from Miami. The FedEx Orange Bowl, the Louisville Cardinals, and the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. Here come the Louisville Cardinals. The Wake Forest Demon Deacons.
Man, Rudy down here at the bottom of the screen. They haven't used any double moves yet.
They swing it out to Patrick Carter, looking to throw the football. He's got a wide open receiver. Touchdown Cardinals. Anthony Allen out of the backfield. A 21-yard touchdown strike from the wideout. They reset Zach Selman before the snap. Skinner buying some time. A wide open Nate Morton. Touchdown Demon Deacons.
I mean, there's a lot of guys coming at you if you're playing defense for Wade.
It's Allen back there now. Allen, the ball carrier, stopped shy of the goal line. No, on second look, they signal touchdown. Level with a flip card in front of their mouth to prevent the lip readers from doing their jobs. Oh my goodness. It's the big fullback, Brock Bolin. It's sprung for an 18-yard touchdown run, and it's a 2-score game. 3rd and 6. Skinner hangs in. He had a receiver. It's intercepted by William Gay. He tried to get it to Zach Selman. Gay was there. Congratulations to Bobby Petrino and the Louisville Cardinals. Winners in the 73rd annual FedEx Orange Bowl.
Jacob Hester, the fullback, in front of Vincent. Off the play fake. Russell looking end zone. He throws. Touchdown. Dwayne Bowe.
I've heard.
Yeah. 4 wide receivers. Russell looking to run it in. Great call. He does. Touchdown. Jamarcus Russell.
Great call by offensive coordinator Jimbo Fisher.
As well. 3rd down and 8. Russell escapes. And now he throws downfield for Brandon LaFell. Touchdown LSU. 58 yards. Oh, in motion. Russell on 1st down. Handing it off to Keenan Williams. And he will take it into the end zone for the touchdown. Here comes the Gatorade. Look out, Les Miles.
Yeah, this 22nd win will give Les Miles the SEC record for wins in his first 2 seasons at LSU.
You are looking live at one of the grandest scenes in all of sport. The Rose Bowl in Pasadena, California. As we welcome you to the Rose Bowl game presented by Citi. It is USC versus Michigan. It's an old-fashioned Rose Bowl. It's the Pac-10 against the Big Ten. And here come the Trojans. And the Wolverines of Michigan. Stay another year. Might be next year. Anyway, here comes John David Booty. Wide open touchdown. Nothing doing as Chris McFoy rolls wide open for the touchdown. It's his running back. On the slant, touchdown USC. Jarrett. End zone, hanging on, touchdown, Adrian Arrington. Finally, they get the ball into Arrington's hands, and it's for a touchdown. Booty, deep Jarrett, the foot race for the end zone. 10-5 score it. 3 yards, giving the Trojans first and goal. Under pressure, touchdown. Smith, 32-18.
The WAC champion Boise State University Broncos. Seven national championships, 40 conference titles, wearing the crimson and cream out of the Big 12 Conference, the Oklahoma Sooners. And from the Oklahoma 49. Play action, and Zabransky looking for it all, wide open in the end zone, touchdown, Dryzen James. Opening quarter, Thompson to the end zone, touchdown Oklahoma. Manuel Johnson, his third receiving touchdown of the year, and is 40 yards. Zabransky steps away from trouble, throws to the far side, and James cuts it back to the inside. Now to the corner of the end zone, touchdown! Holy mackerel! Peterson is in there, and Thompson to throw on first down! Intercepted! And into the end zone goes Marty Tabman! Second and 7. Peterson to the end zone! His first score since breaking his collarbone against Iowa State.
That won't retreat from that goal line.
To the end zone, tipped, caught by Cheney. Wow. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Pump fake. Thompson to the end zone. Catch is made, and we're tied at 28 by Joaquin Iglesias. Block is running. They've set the ball, and Zabransky, a dangerous throw, and it's intercepted. Into the end zone, Marcus Walker. Unbelievable. A last gasp for the Broncos.
Zabransky's legs might be critical here to save time on throwing the ball.
Down the middle, James, the lateral to the corner of the end zone. Can you believe that? Overtime is underway, and Peterson with the football. Off to the left side. Down the sideline. Leaps. Did he get in or step out of bounds? Touchdown, Adrian Peterson. That did not take long. He is in motion. They're running. They do this a lot. Peretta to take the snap. He's going to throw it to the end zone. Touchdown!
Option going to the right.
Boise State for the win. They hand it off to Johnson. Boise State has won the Tostitos Fiesta Bowl. Can you believe it?
It is a spectacular night in the Valley of the Sun. We welcome you to the University of Phoenix Stadium in Glendale, Arizona for the first ever Tostitos BCS National Championship game. The second-ranked and once-beaten University of Florida Gators go toe-to-toe with the undefeated and number one ranked Ohio State Buckeyes. We welcome the SEC champion University of Florida Gators. They start with something different on offense.
Yeah, it's always been a different wrinkle. You never know if they're going to come out 3 wides, 4 wides, 5 wides. Are they going to try and run the ball a little bit different? Who knows? We'll find out soon.
Joey Ehas bangs it away, and this is Ted Ginn Jr. And across the 20, slips a couple of tackles, and Ginn down the sideline will race to the end zone. What a start for Ohio State. During the season, and Leak out of the shotgun, throws, caught by Dallas Baker, touchdown Gators.
I slid out into a spot.
The option, sniffing the end zone, did he get in? Touchdown, Percy Harvin. Rushing, and here comes an all-out blitz, and it is intercepted at the 28-yard line.
Pass option with Leak.
They give it to Wynn, and the kid from Cincinnati gets into the end zone. Antonio Pittman again, and he breaks it to the outside. Cuts it back, touchdown, Pittman. And they're going to come out throwing. As Smith is caught from behind, the ball is loose. Harvey has it. Florida ball at the 5. Tebow straight ahead into the end zone, and the Gators have put this one on ice. And this is going to do it. For the second time in 100 years of football at the University of Florida, the Gators celebrate as national champions.